Yes.
All right.
How are you doing, Lindsay?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
You finally got some snow, huh?
Oh, I've been so excited because I know that we'll be flammable if we don't get some living on the side of this mountain. And I love snow. I don't ski or anything, but I do like the snow, so I'm excited that it's here today.
You can take all of our snow because we've been snowing like a motherfucker. You wouldn't believe. Like, I was afraid that my little turbo beetle would not get the fuck out of the parking lot yesterday. That's how snowed in. It's just snowing. Fuck. Yeah. But you can take the snow, and then I want to come visit and sit in your bathtub.
Okay, yes, let's do that.
Your bathtub is amazing. So, hold on. One last one, and then I will be all here, present. Okay.
I'm glad that all of you are here on a Saturday
Yes, and we got even some Australian people. Hey, Betty. Hi. Oh my God. And everybody who's watching, you guys just share it. Share it. Sharing is caring. Show us some love. Show us some good feels. We will be happy about that. Yes. Lindsay looks like she's busy doing something. I don't know.
I'm sharing it to another group. I'm just making sure that I got the right one.
Yeah,
Excited.
Well, you know, we'll share it. If they want to join, they're join. Yes. Hello. Okay. So, Lindsay, we figured out that the tech shit. And we are here present finally on the Saturday night before what is it? Valentine's Day is next Wednesday, I believe. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we are here to talk to you about the best present you can make yourself on Valentine's Day, which is essentially radical release ritual and the little kit that we have for you. Yay! But before I do anything,
sure I had mine, so we both have one.
Yes, but before I do anything, I need to put my Nadia oil on because I've been like having multiple orgasms just smelling myself. I know it's terrible, but it is the truth. This is what it is.
It is glorious.
It is fucking glorious. And you know what? I smelled some good oils in my life, and this shit you can wear and just be like glorious all day, and it doesn't go away. And when you get excited or nervous, you just smell more Nadia, which is totally okay with me. But
that's good.
Woman, you did a good job. You took it to the next fucking level. Because I told Lindsay, like, you know, this is when I think about release and when I'm thinking about healing, I'm thinking about the scents and these are the notes. And she's like, okay, I got you, bitch. I got you. And then she put that shit together and sent it to me. It's like in the middle of the snowstorm, I get a notification that I got mail. That's like a miracle in itself. And then I opened the shit up and I'm like, can I just rub it all over myself? Can I just yes. But let's talk a little bit before we introduce the goods. Why is radical release important in order to be happy and get all the other stuff that we want from Valentine's Day? Like, what is your stance on it?
I think that a lot of it is we get hung up on things, don't know how to let go, hung up on what we've done, hung up on what partners have done, and you've got to forgive yourself. You've got to absolutely love yourself also. And that's harder for me than anything. I'm a lover, but loving myself, I'm not so fabulous. So radically releasing things, I think, can open your world phenomenally by letting go of those things. And just giving yourself, I guess, permission to get what you need. Want, whatever.
I feel you. I couldn't agree more. It just see, Lindsay's releasing. She released it, it's happening already. We're not even touching the merch, and we're already releasing. That's right. That's how I like it, baby. That's exciting. You know, I've been doing spiritual work for a long time, and let's say 98% of my clients are women. And when you start working with women, you see the difference between what they think they should have and what they think they deserve. Okay, so there's this whole idea of like, I should have all these amazing things in my life, and this is what the media is showing me, and social media, and all this amazing, you know, pink uplifting memes, and you know, she's slaying it, she's doing it, you know, she's the bitch, she's the shit, whatever. And then there's what is it happening in their hearts and their bodies and their lives that they feel that they deserve or don't deserve. And to me, when I focus on myself, and it actually happened around the last eclipse, which was about 2 weeks ago, when it really hit me that one of the things that I absolutely have to do for myself is to release some past shit that is sitting there, and it's my sort of, I fall back on it. If I really am needing to torture myself, I just need to pick up those memories, right? I just need that to pick up those people because of that and this and the other thing. Yes. I'm just going to suffer here, and I'm going to be a great martyr. And then because I'm suffering here, I'm going to have a shitty mood. I'm really going to get depressed. And after being depressed, I'm going to make everybody else around me depressed. And I'm not going to even be like real about it. And then I was like, you know what? I think it's time to let go. But I also don't want to let go in a way that's going to be like, I need to punish myself now because I feel like I didn't let go when I needed to let go. Because that's the other side of it, right? We're punishing ourselves all the fucking time because we are supposed to be perfect, or we're supposed to know when to let go. We're supposed to be all doing all these different things. And when we're not doing that, then we start judging ourselves. And this is like the other side, and it's not a good place to be in. So for me, it was like I totally realized where I have to let go of some stuff. I have to bring in forgiveness. I have to bring in my own responsibility. And I have to be like, okay, I'm going to let go of it. But it has to be done with love. It can't be done like, we cannot go all dumb about it and just whip the shit out of it and whip the shit out of ourselves and tie it down, beat it some more, because it's just going to create more trauma. It has to come from a place of love. And I think that we also have to understand that when we're letting go of this stuff, we're letting go of a part of ourselves with compassion and understanding, and not just because we have to do it because somebody said that we have to do it. Does it make sense? Yes, Lindsay's looking radiant. I agree. Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
I love it.
It's the voodoo of makeup. Yay.
Yes, we practice that magic, baby.
Oh, it's lovely.
So what do you think?
Yes, thank you, darling. I'm excited about a lot of things, and this is going to be fun to be able to do this with Nadia. We were just kind of chatting, and it came up, and I said, okay, I'll do it. So
yeah, because I was like, well, let's talk about how this collab started. Besides the fact that Lindsay and I know each other through Facebook for several years now, and I think we kind of very quickly bonded, and we've been there for each other through very difficult, shitty points in life. Not just like with the nice memes and whatnot. Yeah. We're seeing some shit when each other were like going on. Somebody said, "What? Being human is imperfect." Absolutely, being human is beautifully, exquisitely imperfect. So recently, Lindsay sent me a thing, a gift a care package. It's only Lindsey can send me with
a
goodie bag with you know, some people send candy, but she sent me some black sulfur candles. I adore you. And then she sent me a candle that I haven't seen anybody else make, and it's a coffin candle. Now, the things that I do in my practice do require black candles and coffin candles, even if it's just offering for my spirits. But yeah, some people deserve coffin candles. I will see. You know, this is not what we're talking about. But I saw that, and it suddenly hit me because I knew that I'm doing a show tomorrow. Actually, I don't have a link for that, but I'm doing a show on the Lucky Mojo Hoodoo Rootwork Hour tomorrow. It's my traditional thing. I always do a little show before Valentine's Day, and tomorrow I'm going to talk about the art of seduction. But I really wanted to do a ritual that's connected to release. And I saw the candle that Lindsey made, and I said, Lindsey, listen, I need you to help me out. There's this idea that I have, and I want to work on this release stuff, but I need your help. And she's like, okay, what do you need? And she just ran with it, and I got the stuff that I'm kind of in love with it. I want to touch it and hug it and put it all over my body all the time. I don't think I should not go into the visuals of this, but yes. Okay. I'm going to show you some stuff, okay? I'm going to show you some stuff. The full ritual is going to be shared tomorrow, the Lucky Mojo Hoodoo Rootwork Hour, so please join me. But I am planning to use this kit continuously in my conscious exploration sessions, which are a big deal for me. But hold on a second. If I could link it on camera, I would. I will not do it right now. But this, you see this beautiful, beautiful pink coffin? Isn't that gorgeous? And it smells like heaven. Amazing. Lindsey, what?
And I have one here too.
Oh, we can please ourselves with coffins on a right here. Isn't that gorgeous? I think that this is you're terrible. I don't know if I'm scared of the moment that we're gonna get together in the same space, or I'm like secretly wishing for it because it's gonna just go wild. I just like, yes,
it'll be cosmic.
It will be cosmic, orgasmic, and I don't know what else. But yes, but this is like the most perfect. This is just art, bitches. This is just art. This is beautiful right here. Lindsey,
thank you.
What is inside this amazing amalgamation of things?
Okay, well, this is I have mine so you can see it. The first thing I need to say, because I know people are gonna want this, I make them by myself for you. So you'll see at the top. Can you see those spots? That is 5 different kinds of rose petals and lavender, and if you flip and you look at the bottom, you can see they're all the way through. So as I pour this candle, I let it cool a little before I add anything, and then I do it in layers. That way you get your herbs all the way through rather than just rolled on, sprinkled on. They're in this, and it is made for you. So I've got those dried flowers in it, and it's got a violet oil in the wax also. So it's going to have a florally tone, and it's going to be full of these beautiful flowers, and everyone's different. And as you can see, they're not perfect, but they are perfect for you.
They are perfect for you. That's right. And besides that, we're putting aside for a second the fact that it can be made in different colors and with different herbs. And you talk to Lindsey. And Lindsey, can you drop the link to the whole thing? Because that would be awesome. But what was important for me is that I didn't want this to be looking like some you know, crossing hexing thing. Because if we truly want to do some work with ourselves and we want to grow from that, it needs to come from a place of love, and it needs to come from a place of compassion, and we need to honor our past experiences, even if they were difficult and hurting and whatnot, before we let them go, because they made us who we are today, and we will not be able to grow in any other way if we're not honoring, and if it's not done with self-compassion. And the other thing, if you know anything about Madame Nadia, I like my glamour, I like my beauty, I like my aesthetics, and this is why I wanted to work with Lindsey, because Lindsey stuff always looks like that, and you can always feel like it's not some mass production, just somebody stamped that shit together and sprinkled some shit on top, and here's your candle, and it's gonna fucking fall apart in the middle of whatever you're doing. This shit is heavy. Like, if you wanted to self-defend yourself with that, you could do that too. But hopefully you will not. Hopefully your demons are not that bad, and they're like, you know, the whole thing. But there is rose petals in here, and there is quartz crystal. Now, I don't do a lot.
Rose quartz, yes. I forgot to mention there's real rose quartz.
Real rose quartz.
Oil, that's Nadia. And the candles both have real rose quartz.
I think I need a photo shoot with this. I do. Jaya came home yesterday and he was like, "What is this? Is this your Nadia oil? Is this your?" I'm like, "Yes, baby, this is my Nadia oil." Last night was good. I'm still smiling, so I can't complain. Yay. Yes, I can't complain, baby. I can't complain. So, anyways, there is rose quartz in this, and I am not huge on crystals, but some crystals do speak to me, and rose quartz has a special pattern to it, or a special programming to it, and it's amazing for healing and for self-love. Amazing for that. And you can feel the energies of this. And I'm going to say it again. If you've been burning candles, whether for spiritual work or whatever, or for just fun of it or whatnot, you know that when you buy candles now, they're light as fuck. Like, they're just light because there is no wax in them. There's fucking air. And I love Lindsey made some videos to prove what kind of shit you're buying out there if you're not buying from people in person.
Right, you're buying air. That's why it's so cheap.
You buy air. See, people, you're paying for air. This is where we're at, right? But this is, you feel it. So, you know, I don't know about you, but my personal shit is heavy enough to put in there. And when I'm going to be writing and inscribing it on it, I'm going to feel like I'm putting it in there. And it's not some, you know, some fancy candle that smells of synthetic oils and going to make you cough in the middle of the night. No, that's the real deal. So this is the, you know, yeah.
I'm so glad that you love it, because you know, when you have a friend that says, "Hey, I need this," it's even more intimidating than a client, because I don't know the clients, and with you, I know you, and I know you wanted something fabulous. So there you go.
Yes, and it is something fabulous. So we got that, and you can do this kind of work in many ways, but there's one thing that I want to drop here in terms of what's going on astrologically. Valentine's Day is the 14th, or I think on the 15th we have another eclipse. And eclipses are very important time points where you can make changes, and where cycle happens to different events in your life in the past, and you can kind of make that switch, and you could put intention, and that intention is going to manifest across. And this is why it was very important for us to make it not just for the Valentine's Day, but for that eclipse as well, because it's going to be a good time to switch your sort of fate and your energy in an honorable, beautiful, self-loving way. But there is one thing that I think that happens a lot with rituals, and that you know, tell me what you think about it. But I think that we get all hyped up like anything else in life about ritual, and we do all this different shit. we do it, we're like really in it. And then 3 days later, when some stuff starts coming up, we're like, oh my God, what's going on in my life? Life is terrible. And so, I don't know, this is kind of, it happens to me, and it happens to a lot of my clients. Like everybody, you know, we live in a place where we want results all the time, and then when shit comes up, we kind of like start questioning things. So Lindsey and I were thinking, like, what can you do down the line when you did this ritual to release yourself? And I'm, yes, baby, yes, yes, yes.
Are we cracking the stove?
Yes, yes. We can do a little bit of ASMR videos while we're doing this situation right here, but here we go. So we supplied you with not just a fabulous coffin candle, but with you are mesmerized. You are hypnotized. This is our soap right here.
Yay!
Yes. Tell us a little. Not everything. We can't tell the secret sauce to everybody. Just a little bit.
No, this is actually in her care package. I didn't just send black sulfur. I did send some oriental bouquet. It was mostly black sulfur, but a little bit of beauty in there, some lip and eye balm. And she got the soap, and she really liked it. And as we were discussing the pink candle, she said, you know, it'd be great to do a soap to end this. So there's, you know, something else, because you're loving yourself, you're releasing, and what better way to take care of your body and wash all that shit down the drain, literally. That's one of my things people ask, how do you get rid of stuff? I picture it and it goes down the drain. So she liked the Oriental Bouquet blend, and she told me that she did, and she said, oh, I like the violet, let's do something like that. So being soap is kind of one of my specialties, I went and created a soap to go with the candle and the Nadia oil. And this is just the Radical Release, and it's got Celtic knots on it, because we're going to cut those knots. You're letting it go. You're releasing it. So there will be no knots when this is gone. They'll be washed down the drain.
Yes. Well,
and the soap doesn't have any quartz in it, because it's used on your skin, so obviously you don't want to rock in it. But the herbs and the oils are delicious.
That is it is a, I'm sorry, I'm being goofed, but yeah, it is absolutely delicious. And hello. New person right here.
And you got an extra, because you got the bath bomb too.
I got special care. I got a bath bomb in there too, but I'm not gonna share the bath bomb because we're not putting it together, and people are gonna be demanding shit.
No.
That's just for me, and we're not gonna make a video of me sitting in a bathtub. I know you want to, but this is a free video, bitches. If you want to pay, we can reconsider. But no, I'm just kidding. This is, to me, a very essential part, because what's going to happen when you're going to start releasing that shit, you're going to do a mega ritual. It's going to be very powerful. It's going to be very intense. Next day, 2 days after, when the ex, is giving you a booty call, when the tax people are calling you, when the bills are coming, when the child is misbehaving, when you're going down on that a gallon of ice cream that you weren't supposed to, you're going to start getting into torturing yourself. And all that amazing intention they wanted to hear will need some love and support. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Because every time in the morning, when you're going to take that bath, or in the evening, whatever your deal is, my deal is in the morning, I'm sorry, you're going to remind yourself why you did that work. And as time passes by, you're going to untie your ties your difficulties, your problems, it's all going to go away. And you're going to have a physical representation. And you know what? This shit is powerful, because when we can see stuff with our eyes,
yeah,
it's so much more empowering than we're just, you know, okay, I did a ritual and I'm trusting spirit. Of course we need to trust spirit, but this is very, very, very powerful, very intentional. And it's definitely can be, up until then, this is just aesthetically, it's beautiful. And this is why I love it. For me, when I look at things and they're not just, you know, another candle, another soap, it's just beautiful looking, it's very important. And one of the things that we mentioned before we go into this beauty is that one of the things that I wanted in here, that you don't see a lot in conjure products, is violet. In terms of the magical aspect of it, violet is very calming. It's bringing peace and healing, and it allows you to forget and move on. On the other hand, if you know anything about perfumery and about makeup, you know that violet was very, very prominent in vintage makeup, in all beauty supplies. In fact, one of the companies that I adore, that still creates this beautiful packaging and everything, Guerlain, still have scents of violets to it. So I wanted it to be not just in terms of the magical aspect, but also when you smell it, you smell like luxe. You smell that beautiful, engulfing, you know, fullness of beauty.
it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And that brings me right in here. So I hope that you can see this, because this is just looking, I think I can hypnotize people just by doing this. But this is truly a work of art, and I'm really, really proud of that. I'm really proud of Lindsey, because I just sort of supplied the idea and I've been the muse for it. So I'm totally taking the credit about the muse. But this is amazing. And this is another thing that's going to help you a lot, because when we put our perfumes on points of pulse, which is usually they tell us to put it to, when we start stressing out, and a lot of times we're going to stress out when all that shit that we're trying to let go is coming up, right? We start stressing out, we're heating up, and what happens? We start smelling the notes of the perfume. So you're going to catch yourself and you'll be like, you know what, bitch, calm the fuck down. It's going to be okay. We are working on it. This is work in progress. This is not, we know that it's not going to be immediate. This is going to be good. Oh, it's so good! Oh my God, it's really good. It's really, really fucking good.
It is good.
It is really good. Yes, it is really good.
And it's totally not. It's totally not me. If you know me, I'm dark. If you haven't figured it out, I'm a little.
She is. Dark. She's a little bit on the dark. I know. When I think that I'm dark, this is like not. This is like pale and like watered down compared to Miss Lindsey over here.
Yeah, I wear. Someone told me once when I was wearing it, I just wore it. I never called it anything. And this guy said, "You smell like broken commandments." I said, "That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me." Sorry, I got you there. So it's called Broken Commandments, but it's essentially a patchouli and sandalwood. A little bit of vanilla, which is not sweet like you smell in lotions at the store. So this is totally opposite me, being the florally end, and it's amazing. It's amazing, and I'm a dark girl, so I think you guys will like it.
This is amazing, and it's amazing. You know why it's amazing? I'm going to tell you why it's amazing. Because most of the shit that you buy, you're going to put on yourself, is going to smell amazing for a second, then it's going to go away. This keeps that scent. That's like, you totally, you know, it opens up and you smell it. And one of the, you know, when we were like, I was like, so Lindsey, what are you going to call the oil? You're like, I just called it Nadia. And I was like, oh, my megalomaniac self totally wants to keep it Nadia. But then I thought, Nadia, my full name, Nadezhda, means hope in Russian. So I thought, I like that because I want folks to do this work and I don't want them to stay empty. I want them to stay hopeful. I want them to open space for good stuff. And also just in general, for whoever's going to watch it in whatever, life and dimension. Anytime we do a spiritual ritual and we're going to do a release and cleansing of any sort, there is a vacuum that is left. And we have to fill it up with something unless more shit is going to come and fill it up. This is, it just like, it's just going for a dentist and you have a cavity and they're going to work on it, but again, I have to fill it up with something. This is it. You're going to fill it up with hope. You're going to fill it up with opportunity and of course with some Nadia abundance. So this is, you can't go wrong with it. You can't. It's just epic. But the truth of it, it smells amazing and it smells very, very luxe in a sort of glamorous, old, vintage way. And this is what I like about it.
It's good stuff. And also, like with the candles, I make each one for you. So they'll all have the roses and the lavender and the rose quartz and just smell like sex and yummy goodness all at once. It's glorious.
We love it. Sex and yummy goodness all at once. It is indeed glorious. And I don't know if Lindsey mentioned that because I'm all still smelling myself. Is that when I said I like roses, add some roses to that, she said okay. And then she added 5 different types of roses into that. So that's like, I'm like, this is even beyond me. Like if I would be doing it for you, which would not happen, it'd be getting like 1 kind of rose. That'd be generous. But she like, this is not, I can't put just 1 type of rose. I'm going to put 5 types of rose in it. So
it's true because they're all roses that I have dried. Some I've grown because I do get long stem roses and I collect them and there's just so many color associations. And with these roses, you have the red, there's pink, there's yellow, there's even purple. And with the lavender, it's over the top because you should love yourself that much. So,
yes, in all of your shades, in all of your ages, in all of your moods, you are still a rose. With all of your fucking thorns, you are still a rose. Even if you haven't shaved in a week, you're still a rose, baby. And that's right. Yeah, we come in all kinds of shades and textures and whatnot. But this is beautiful. And Lindsey doesn't put any synthetic shit into this. Okay? So, because there are people out there, and we had discussions about it, that swear that they put all natural stuff, and you start burning it, and you get a headache, and it's all like, black soot and whatnot. It's because it's synthetic shit,
yeah.
And this is the real stuff.
Yeah, I am allergic to a lot of skincare. I'm allergic to the sun, which is why I'm so tan. I know you guys are jealous. Want to know? But I'm allergic to parabens, so a lot of this stuff I learned to make because I needed to make stuff that I could use, and I cringe at synthetics, especially people that claim they are essentials. So you won't get synthetics out of me. You just don't. There are a couple that have synthetics, but I always let you know because there is no true scent to certain oils that people think. Example, when I make my dragon's blood oil, I crush dragon's blood resin. I make it. That doesn't have that smell like when you burn it. So I put real cinnamon and patchouli and other scents to kind of
carry the vibration.
Become the dragon's blood. Yes.
To carry the vibration,
so
absolutely.
I use nothing fake.
Absolutely.
Except for the smile.
Customer service smile when we deal with PayPal issues. I know, I've been there. But you guys, listen. this is the shit. And what's gonna happen with that is that, first of all, tomorrow I'm gonna be on the Lucky Mojo Hoodoo Woodwork Hour, and I'm gonna be talking about the art of seduction. But you cannot have seduction if you have some nasty shit sitting within you and you cannot release it with love and gentleness. So I'm going to be mentioning that. But this is also something that's going to live in Lindsey's Etsy shop, because as I'm refurbishing my website, I'm going to be offering something quite profound and different than everybody else, and it's called consciousness curation. And this is 3 readings that are going to be stacked one on top of the other, when we're going to go into the spiritual, into the mental, into the physical, and we're going to flush out the blockages that prevent you from being your fullest, most amazing self. So it's a combination of my spiritual education, my spiritual work, and life coaching. And this is going to be the requirement to take the consciousness curation consultation, because no matter who you are, how evolved you are, how great you're doing, you still need to release. We have to have our finger on the pulse all the time, because we always accumulate stuff. Sometimes it's ours, sometimes it's not ours, sometimes it's things that are work in progress. It doesn't matter. We have to release. And we don't want you to fucking release and be upset at yourself that you need to do it. This needs to be in a beautiful way. You bury part of yourself and part of your interaction with the world in consciousness, with compassion, in a glorious way, to make room for more. And this is why this is not a black coffin. This is why there's no sulfur in it. This is why there is rose quartz in it, and rose petals and violet, and why it smells beautiful, and why it looks decadent, and why you're going to continue washing yourself and making yourself feel good, because this is about beautiful evolution. It's not about, let's chop off an arm, let's chop off our past and pretend like it doesn't exist. The minute we do that, that shit is just hunting us for the rest of our lives. This is the hounds of hell. It's our past that we're not allowing to rest in peace, but we're trying to bear really quickly in the middle of the night. This bitch is not going to burn really quickly in the middle of the night. It's going to take some time for it to burn. And it's okay. And sit with it and accept it and love it. This is about love. This is not about hate. This is about self-appreciation. This is about growth. This is about fucking grace. And this is about hope. So I am really fucking excited about it. And I think you will be excited about it. And I'd rather you invest in some good magical tools and with real intention, because this is not mass produced. And this is it just beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. I'm really, really grateful to Lindsey to be able to work with her, because I know the quality of her work. And I worked with her stuff in my personal, let me get it, should be probably showing that. I don't know if it can show. Anyway, I worked with it in my personal stuff, not just for my clients. I worked with her candles in my own personal works in my very, very difficult times. And I could feel a support of a real sister and support of somebody who is rooting for me, and not somebody who is like, yeah, I'm just selling you shit because I want to sell some stuff because I got to pay my rent. Bitches, we all got to pay rent. But it still doesn't mean that you're going to have somebody who is just there to sell you stuff. This is a person who's caring for you when you're interacting with them. So this is why I'm really appreciative, and I'm really grateful for an opportunity to collab with you, my love, and do this stuff.
Oh, thank you. And I don't sell anything to my people. It just appears on porches and things like that. But you guys should also know that you are really going to get a good deal with this, only because Nadia is my friend, because these are not small. As she said, they're heavy. The candle alone is $25 on a good day, due to the amount of wax and time. And so you're going to get a discount with this kit. And then I know some people will fall in love with the oil and want more. So these will be available next week. After it airs next week, I'll have these individually. But I appreciate you trusting me with this. That's a really big thing for me because I'm weird about using anything that comes from people I don't know because that energy sticks to us all. And I was glad to get a help with this, and I think there's going to be more things to come between the two of us. So keep my eyes peeled.
Yes. We're good about what is it? Just inspiring each other with ideas and things. So I think we're gonna have some more stuff in store for you. But I couldn't keep it under wraps until tomorrow, until the show. So I really wanted to show it to you because it got here and I was like, oh my God, this is just amazing, and I love it. So yeah, so we had to do this. And then tomorrow I'm going to talk about it in the show, and I'm actually going to suggest a whole ritual with that. This is not a consciousness creation thing, but it's going to be specifically about release. So I want you to tune in and listen to that. And then, of course, we're going to have Lindsey's link. It's already live and available. If you guys want to know if you guys want to order, if you guys want to check it out, just know that she's making it per person. So it's not like mass produced. It's sitting in some fucking chest waiting for you to come, to order it. So it's going to take some time, but this is what you want. You want attention and intention in it. You don't want fucking factory with air in your candles. So,
yeah, and you won't get that from me. And they're not too bad. No matter what I make, it's gonna take time because the wax has to cool, and being they're so thick, so it's not like you're gonna be waiting forever unless they got super popular, and then I would turn my children into my personal sweatshop workers. And
well, we were rooting for that because I have a feeling with the fact that people wanted the Nadia oil even before we just like, oh, there's a Nadia oil, we want to buy it, give us some Nadia oil. So it might be
right.
Children, get used to it. You're gonna be working hard and paying for the future, but we'll like that way. Maybe maybe. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, we'll make it for you. It's going to be there. It just understand that it's made by a person and it's not made by a robot in some place in China or India. It's in Colorado.
It is on a mountain in Colorado where we're getting our first snow of the winter. It's glorious.
That's right. Or in here in Chicago, we've been getting. You can take all the fucking snow. You people in Australia, whoever you are, just get the soul snow. I'm done. I'm over it. But yeah, Colorado, just take our snow. Anyways, I think we need to finish this situation up. I'm happy we were able to connect and make the technology work. Now we know how to do it. And I hope everybody's going to go and check out not only this link, but your Etsy shop. What is your Etsy shop again?
It's Myth, Myths, Magickal, Magickal, market at Etsy.com.
Yeah, Miss Smith over here.
There's a link in the comments, and I'll throw another one. But if you just search Myths, Magickal Market, you should find me.
Yes.
If nothing else, Google sulfur candles, black sulfur, and there I am.
They're glorious. They're glorious on those dark moon nights when you need to get rid of terrible people.
Cockroaches.
Yeah. Cockroaches need to go. So yeah, I might be having to do a little sulfur time tonight, but otherwise, thank you for watching, everybody. Tune in tomorrow to the Hoodoo Rootwork hour, and we will be in touch with everything else that's coming out from this collaboration. Mwah.
And thank you. Mwah.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.